famous rock climbing crags on Earth.
Some of the best climbing in the world is at Arapiles.
I often hear from climbers that are from overseas and climbing around the world, this is the best rock in the world.
The site is now the centre of a dispute involving climbers and traditional owners, following a draft plan that would make up to 50% of the area off limits for climbing because of cultural reasons.
We've got a situation now where it's almost an us and them scenario, and that's the worst possible outcome.
The Arapiles, also known as Dyurrite, was first inhabited by the Arapiles people thousands of years ago.
They harvested stone to create stone tools, which was a really important economic aspect for our mob to trade all over the region. We've got creation stories that are well documented, linking to particular places around the site, around the landscape. Yeah, ultimately it's really
Stuart Harradine is the spirit officer of the Berengji Gudgeon Land Council, which represents the traditional owners here. Over the past 4 years, it's carried out archaeological surveys of the area.
quarries and excavators and rediscovery of, I guess, ancient rock art that has been unprotected for a long time.
The surveys ended in November last year. Parks Victoria has since drafted a plan that proposes several climbing routes be shut down, but is yet to make a final decision on which specific areas.
Shush, I'm recording it.
The sport was popularised here in the 1980s. Louise Shepherd is one of the sport's pioneers and still climbs here.
It was a long time ago when I was climbing those difficulties. Nowadays, I appreciate the easy routes.
Watch out for those sticks, Miffy.
She's taking us up one of those easy routes, and she's worried we'll soon be off limits. She's with friend and pro climber Ash Hendy.
Do you have an idea of where we're going to end up in terms of what you can climb and what you can't climb here at Arapiles?
I think at this point no one really does. The whole thing seems to have become a little bit of a mess, and there's a lot of question marks around what the future holds, certainly for people like us. So I think probably what is most important is what remains. Is there enough open climbing remains to sustain, the guiding businesses, the visiting schools and children that come here, the people that are trying to learn safely?
They say they're disappointed they haven't been consulted on the proposed climbing bans.
You've got to bring the community with you when you're trying to make decisions that don't affect a lot of people's lives.
A lot of people are worried about what the future holds. Many of us, like myself, who moved here for the climbing, will then wonder what's going to happen to the community, who will stay and who will go.
A 10-minute drive from the Arapiles is the town of Nanama. 500 people live here. It's just a few stores. One is a climbing shop, another is the pub.
There we go. Look at that. Mother's milk for you, mate.
Local runs the local watering hole, and he's worried about the potential effects of the Arapiles climbing restrictions.
I estimate that it'll probably knock down around 45% of our business, which is quite significant if you can imagine.
Phil Lovell says the state government process has ignored the economic impacts climbing restrictions have had.
Always said that we need to protect our heritage, but there needs to be a compromise and consultation.
The world famous climbing here has attracted young professionals like Petra and Felix, both GPs who moved to Horsham, which is 30 minutes away from the Arapiles.
My partner and I just adore rock climbing so much. We had to follow the cliffs.
Felix has been heavily involved in the climbing community's bid to save some of its climbing routes.
This is Parks Victoria's plan for cultural heritage and ecological reasons. And lots of rock closed, maybe closed not for cultural significance at all.
Felix fears Parks Victoria will go too far and close climbing routes for logistical reasons rather than cultural significance.
The plan that Parks Victoria has put forward has been done on a dime, in the cheapest way possible, and in a very sort of exclusionary blanket ban style approach that may not accurately reflect what's required to protect the heritage.
Stuart Harradine wants to make it clear traditional owners do not want a blanket ban.
The majority of climbs are still open. There's thousands of rock climbing routes that we've been using.
Can you turn that off?
best outcome about this so far has been that I think a lot of people in the broader community are really taking Park's plan and blaming the traditional owners for it. And I think that is just awful and wrong.
Overwhelmingly significant from a spiritual point of view.
It's a sentiment echoed by your Yotta man and Horsham business owner, Lionel Godwin.
There's just now this real divisive attitude towards rock climbers and then First Nations people as well. This is not being driven by First Nations people per se, it's been driven by government departments.
Last week, the Chief Executive of Parks Victoria, Matthew Jackson, stepped down from his role. The interim CEO declined 7:30's request for an interview. But in a statement, a spokesperson said, "We will continue to engage with local community, climbers and tourism bodies as part of consultation. That consultation is due to end in February next year. And there's hope climbers and the traditional owners of the Arapiles can work together on its protection."
I think this could become an example of how to manage the situation, not just for Victoria but the country.
This is bringing balance to a situation that was completely unbalanced previously. To me, it's part of a reconciliation process.
For a long time, much of the world has all but ignored the frozen conflict in Syria.